close to home, because then you don't have to worry about lunch. You just run home and get your stuff, paying that extra money for transportation, which is why we should encourage more students to go to school close to home, because it is a lot cheaper, a lot
It
less
is.
stuff
It
to
is.
worry about, right?
Yeah.
So
I can even
yeah, go on. There's such a delay between the two of you.
um
Continue. Um, Lynfatt, hello? Are you hearing me? I'm not hearing you at all. Okay. Well, it seem we lost him. He's having really slow connection because he's not hearing. Um, I guess he will rejoin us. And for those of you who are on Facebook, welcome, guys. Um, Shelly, Marcia Williams, good evening to everyone watching. Pauline Foster. There are 22 messages, but I'm not seeing all of them. Lynfatt?
hello?
I'm back. Yeah, now I'm hearing you. Let me
Yeah.
ask you this. These people who are logged in to Zoom, are they in your residence?
Yes.
So they're pulling the Wi-Fi connection. So it's better off they watch on Facebook, because that's why you're not get
I
coming
s-
through clearly.
Yeah.
I switched devices.
Yeah. You heard what I
Hello?
just said?
No, I did not.
So these people who are joined by the same Wi-Fi that you are using, they're pulling away the bandwidth so that you're not getting enough juice in there to stay on. That's why you're having difficulties.
I switched to data.
Okay. All right,
Yeah.
let's continue then. So I was asking you about, just how much sense it makes when people go to school closer to home rather than transportation, lunch on the go and all of that. And you had that experience. Can you speak to that so that other people can understand just how much more sense it makes to send your child to school closer to home?
I'd say to them, it makes much sense. Then you can get to visit the school and how he or she is performing in school any day.
Right.
And yeah.
You can
Plus
see.
you get to save money.
Uh-huh.
And if you're not, most people here in Newmarket, it's a farming community. So
Right.
you probably don't have it like that to send them every day. And being so close to school, I can remember. I don't think I missed a day. I probably was sick.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
And even when I was sick, I tried to go to school same way.
okay. Okay. So what kind of hardship were you facing outside of well, you weren't bogged down with money to pay fare and probably lunch because you could go home. What kind of other
Yeah.
difficulties were you having then? paying the school fee or books or what? What?
Um, I didn't have a problem with school fee. I was on cashiering then. It Back then it was cashiering. Now it's Spark. I was on cashiering.
Okay,
So yes, my grandmother got me on that, and my mom traveled, so it wasn't that much of an issue.
nice.
The school fee.
Hmm. That's good.
Yeah.
That, that's wonderful to know. So you didn't have the hard time that some people talk about, going through
No.
school, not being able to come up with the fees, just just praying and hoping something will happen next term so they can continue. That's wonderful. And obviously
Yeah.
your grandmother played a big role in your life and your
She
stability.
did.
Um, the principles that she taught you, how do you think that helped you up to today? What are the basic things that your grandmother taught you that has kept you all these years?
Always have manners. Huh? Manners take it to the four corners of the earth. Always have manners.
Yeah,
Yeah, now yeah, up to this day, my the elders in the community, they respect me.
right.
Yeah. And even the youngsters, they look up to me. And
Okay,
I'm very proud of that.
that's good. That's good. Was she hard on you? Did she insist you go to church or at that time?
Yes.
Which church,
Yes. I
which
used to,
church did you go to
the
at that time?
the Green Valley Apostolic Ark.
Okay. And you had to
Yeah.
go every Sunday?
Yes, we had to go to church every Sunday. We have to be out by 9 o'clock for Sunday school.
That's good. And
Yeah.
typically, what time would you leave church?
Repeat?
When you go for 6 o'clock, I mean that time in the morning, what time would you typically leave? Because you're going for Sunday school,
No.
then divine
We,
service.
we got to church for Sunday school by 9, and
Mhm.
we're leaving church like 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a whole day. And
Yeah.
those early Sunday school experiences, the teachings, the church, and all of that. How do you think that helped versus
Um,
somebody who don't go to church? A child who doesn't go to church. What do you think is the
it
significant difference?
being God fearing,
Hmm.
be passionate to others, kind to others, loving,
Right.
be charitable.
That's
Yeah.
good. That's good. Do you the things that you see happening now with young people, do you think if more of them were brought up in the church, they would have been the way they are? The violence, the
Um,
recklessness. Do you think?
Sometimes I think it's the family background,
Uh-huh.
the type of household they grew up in,
Right.
the type of leadership in the house as well, the
Mm-hmm.
absenteeism of mothers or fathers, because most of the times they're going with grandparents, and in this day now, technology, and they're more exposed to certain things
Right.
which we weren't privileged to back in the days.
Mm-hmm.
So probably that has shaped them different from us.
Okay. Um, but you mentioned sometimes the parents are absent, so they grow with the grandmothers. Um, your grandmother was strict, right?
Very.
So that's not even so much of an excuse that they go grow with the grandmother and still get out of hand, because some grandparents are really rigid and really make sure you go the right way. But somewhere there we kind of drop the ball on the whole parenting thing of
Yeah.
these kids while they have gone wild. Um, so let after you got your exams and you exit um Louisville, you went to Black River VTC. What is that? Explain to the
Yes.
viewers what is
It's a vocational training center.
Mm-hmm.
where you learn different skills. So I did electrical installation, which
Okay. Would that be like hard?
I did not do.
Is it
Yes, hard.
okay?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I at first in high school I did not really like electrical.
Yeah.
I wanted to do information technology,
Mm-hmm.
but I was placed in electrical technology and I was good at the theory, not so much of the practical, but over time I got the hang of it.
Right.
Um, in high school, I was signed up to do electrical, and it's a funny story, you know. I couldn't pay for the exam,
Right.
and I told the teacher, and the teacher sent me to the tell the principal, Miss Forbes, and she called me in her office, and I said, I don't have no mommy, don't have the money to pay for it,
Let's pay for the
and
exam.
send call my mom. Yes,
Okay.
send call for my mom. She went and she took out the money out of her purse and paid for that exam. I passed that exam, which I
Okay.
did not want to do. And that I did so well in the exam, so I went to hard to do it
Okay. Okay. Got you.
because
But
I
you,
wanted to be a doctor and I did not get the science, the bio and the chemistry. So I said, all right, since I'm good at the electrical, I'm going to try it.
Mhm.
But I didn't want to work so hard. Could have bother with the drilling and So I even I had some good friends. So I did level one and then they said they were going to do level two and I did level two and I had a friend at the time and upon finishing hard,
Uh-huh.
he was telling me about his experience in college
Right.
and I said, hmm, I'd like to have that experience as well. And I told my mom, she
Uh-huh.
said I must go and check it out. I got the application and applied for that college. It was Church Teachers College.
Right.
I applied there and I got through. I
Uh-huh.
also applied at Bethlehem, got through, but my sister at the time just finished high school. She got all, I did not get all of mine. So my mom said, since Bethlehem is cheaper, you're going to Bethlehem.
Okay.
And the rest is history.
So let me ask you this. You were able to finish the entire electrical installation course, right?
Yeah, I did up to level two. I have my certificate.
Okay, so that means you could string up a house and do all that stuff now?
But then I don't think I am capable of doing it.
Okay.
No,
So you never used it at all.
no, I did not use it.
Okay. But you went into teachers college, and
Yes.
what made you decide to go to teachers college in the first place? Why not somewhere that would have taken you closer to being a doctor, like Knox?
Um, as I said, I had a friend.
Oh, you were
He was
following
my
the path of a friend.
yes, he was my teacher in high school,
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Kirtland Biggs.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes, and he was very much um one of the reason why I went into teaching
Okay.
because of all of his experience there.
So
And
did they ever
it
tell you at
wasn't
that
hard.
time that teaching is a stepping stone towards what you want? Did they tell you that story too? Like,
In college. In
yeah, it's a
college they
stepping
did.
stone, so you should just do it because you don't have to stay here forever. It's a stepping stone to go on to something else. It's a
Yes, yes,
real way of getting people to be comfortable to go through the
yes,
teaching program because they don't see it as their career. they only see it as a means to an end. Once you get this, you can go on to other things. A lot of people use that to kind of sometimes brainwash young people into going into the teaching program when they want to go into something else. And rather than sticking to the task of getting to where you want to go, they tell you, go to college, teachers college, you know, you can launch from there into anything else that you want. It's not a totally wrong thing, but I think sometimes, you know, you just need to do something a little bit extra to get into the program that you want. And you have
Yeah, yeah.
gone like 3 4 years into a teaching career that I mean study that you didn't intend to and didn't want to. But
Yeah.
you took it and you made something good of it, right?
I did.
Which is good.
Yeah.
That's marvelous. That's a good thing. You got comfortable in the career, and you are doing such a wonderful job now. Tell us about college. How did college work out for you?
Um, college, it worked out good.
Uh-huh.
I didn't have to pay student loan.
Okay, that's good.
Um, but after I left Hard, I did the National Youth Service Program.
Mm-hmm.
I did 6 months program,
Mm-hmm.
and with the help of with that they helped in paying the college tuition. They paid at the time was 22%, and there was also another agency, Jamvat, and
Mm-hmm.
they paid 30.
Oh,
So in all, about 50%. Also, my mom just paid the rest
I think seems
for
as
the
if
three years. That bet.
that's good. You seem as if you had your finances well mapped out. Your mother, your mother and grandma were very smart about that. And that's good. That's
Yeah.
commendable. Like there was some planning that went into what you were doing to be
Yes.
able to
Yes.
get an outcome where it doesn't burden anybody too much to keep up with the payment. That's amazing. So you got this you got into these programs and they helped you, and you in turn went in without much stress, and you did
Indeed.
well, right?
Yes, I did.
That's good. That's good. So from Teachers College, you did a bachelor's there, or a diploma?
I did. I left Teachers College 2011,
Hmm.
and 2 years after I started my bachelor's.
Okay. So you left there with a diploma because that's what they were giving at the time, or you just wanted a diploma?
Yes,
Okay. And
that's what they were giving at the time.
okay. So where did you do your bachelor's?
The International University of the Caribbean.
Okay. All right. And you started teaching in what year?
2011, straight after I left college. I left college June.
Uh-huh.
Started working in September.
Okay.
Yeah,
And what
and
school did you teach first?
Clapham Primary. That's in Brighton.
Okay. All right.
It's just down the road.
Okay. I hope everybody knows where Clapham is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they must know Brighton.
Uh-huh. And how was
Yeah.
that? How was that experience? Your first
Um,
real job?
it was exciting.
Uh-huh.
I was passionate about it. I had lovely students.
Right.
I taught grade 4
Okay.
for a year there.
Uh-huh.
Um, I did 1 year there. I was teachers on leave. I got months there, and it extended to 2 more months. So I did a full year, school year there.
Okay.
In 2012, from September to December, I was out of a job.
Mhm.
I went to Montego Bay. I did the call center work for 2 months,
Mhm.
trained for 1 month, was on the floor for 1 month. Then at the end of the year, the principal called me and said she has a New Year gift
Uh-huh.
for me. And she said they'd like to take me back at school because there's an opening. And that was 2013.
Uh-huh.
And currently I'm still at Clapham Primary.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's nice. That's very good. You must
Yeah.
have made a good impression on them for them to take you back. That's
I did.
that's good.
Then you had the grade 4 literacy test.
Uh-huh.
I I I think I'm not I don't really remember, but it was the pass rate was in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
It
Okay,
was in the 80s.
that's good. In your bio, you talk about
Yeah.
multiple DA championship. What is that? What are those?
All right. In each parish you have different the district.
Mhm.
District DA means district association.
Mhm.
So it have Newmarket, Black River, Balaclava, Magotty. So all the schools in Newmarket area.
Mhm.
So we have Louisville High, Clapham, Springfield, Ginger Hill, Kilmarnock, Beersheba, Happy Grove, Giddy Hall, Fraser, Pisgah. All of those schools come together at Louisville and they participate in track and field.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so
So
your school has been winning championships?
yeah, we won a couple. We
Okay.
won a couple.
So you're still heavily involved in sports.
Yes, I am.
Okay. That's good. Okay. So at Clapham, what else do you do apart from sports and your regular teaching job? Do you do anything else? Is there any leadership
I
something that
I
you're
am the contact teacher for the I represent the teachers with
Mhm.
matters JTA related.
Mhm.
I am the IT person. I am the 4-H leader.
Mhm.
Yes,
That's wonderful.
among other small duties.
So you're the chief cook and bottle washer up there. What's the school population like at Clapham now?
um, Currently it's about 130 something.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. And you still at grade 4 or you moved to a different class?
No, I am at grade 5 the
Okay.
past 2 years.
Mhm. And what kind of
Yes.
success is the school now enjoying as far as passes? It's a primary
Um,
school, right?
Primary and infant.
Okay.
They have good passes,
Mhm.
traditional high schools.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. That's wonderful. So you're also involved with JTA. Tell me about your role or what other roles you have played in you said that you're kind of the person that liaison with them, but your official position standing within the organization, Jamaica JTA, what Jamaica Teachers Association,
Yes.
that
I
all
am the
um this for the entire island, right?
repeat.
That's for the entire island.
No, that's I am the president for the Newmarket area.
Okay, good. Okay.
Yes. I am also the parish
Mm-hmm.
PRO.
Mm-hmm.
So I represent the parish at the monthly meetings at the JTA office.
Right.
Um, the president for the Newmarket area. I liaison with the teachers from the various schools.
Mm-hmm.
So each school has as a contact teacher, I liaison with them about happenings within the JTA. If they're
Yeah.
having problems, re-salary or whatever the case may be, with re-teaching, I give instructions or advice and link them with different um, heads in the JTA.
Right. So you point them in the right direction and
Yes,
keep the contact, the communication flowing between the schools and
and yes,
JTA.
JTA.
Are you planning to move up in the organization?
Um,
See you being a
probably
PTA president.
probably parish president. I don't think um national president is in my scope as yet, but probably parish president.
Yet, as yet. I give you a couple of years, you'll be there.
Yeah.
The way you're moving around, you will be there. So you obviously enjoy your leadership roles and inspiring people as you go along. Um,
Yes.
what what gives you that kind of heart to gravitate towards helping people the way you do?
Um, I have friends that push me, and I within myself, I am intrinsically motivated,
Mhm,
so I always want to be in the limelight. So I try to do my best at whatever task
mhm.
I'm doing.
Okay, that's good. Let me see who else is here from on Facebook if they have any questions for you. Um, Shanika Bonita said, yes, sir. Tamika Grant watching. Carton Barnes, Shanika Bonita. Let me see who else is here. There's a bunch of comments. There are about 70 comments here for you. Obviously your people really, really love you. There are 61 of them watching. How does that make you feel?
um, I feel love. Yes, it's feel,
Huh?
feel love.
That's good. You should. You should. 62 people watching. That's a good turnout. Guys, do you have anything that you want to say to him? Just post it in the group so I could read it for him. I'm not seeing most of the comments, but let me check my phone because usually I could see more than I'm seeing on the computer. Let me just quickly go over there. Yeah, so how does it you said it makes you feel good? I hope it also makes you feel encouraged that as a young leader that you can give more, serve more because more people want to see and hear from you. Danique Taylor is here. Hi, Danique. Michael Senior, up my general, so proud of you, said Kelisha. Yannick Nelson, yes, ambitious and hardworking. Let me find my Facebook thing. I will get more of those comments. Yes, I hope it does encourage you to see that you are already making a great impact and you can do much more because obviously people love you and love what you're doing.
I appreciate it.
Um, your mom, is she still in the New Market area?
No, she lives in America.
Oh, she lives in America. And you say your grandma is no longer there. Um, okay, so in the group, Carlos here is saying that he'll be back next week. Go and hold it down here. Thank you, Carlos. I'm a card T Brown. You know I'm a card, right? Excellent, Mr. Biggs.
Yes,
I'm
it
a
was a
card, right?
schoolmate.
Were you at Louisville with him? He
Yes, I was a year ahead of him.
Okay, he taught me social studies. Very good class. Okay. Um, Nice that you thought I'm a card, right? Nemar, Utah says blessings to Mr. Lynfatt. Um, Somebody, another champagne said, can't forget the days of history class and geography. Were those subjects that you enjoy teaching?
Mr. Biggs.
Huh?
Mr. Biggs, Mr. Biggs, Mr. Biggs.
Okay, Monique, really big up. Taff, my former schoolmate. I'm a card again. Pauline Foster said, watching. Erica Chambers, I'm so proud of him. Um, Michael Green, congratulations to you, Mr. Linford. Small people, one day will get big. Mr. Linford is already big. Don Marie Smith, blessings to you, Mr. Linford. Um, Jacqueline Spence Dew, good evening, everyone. Carvel Green is here. They're saying congratulations, good youth, happy for you. Junior Burnett, bless up, Pong. There's a bunch of them. There's a lot. Actually showing that there's 65 people are on and 95 comments. That's a really, really, really good turnout. And you can go through later on and read through this. And guys, I want to really, really thank you for showing him so much love and appreciation. And he will respond to your messages later on individually, I hope. Um,
I'll try my best.
yeah, because it would take me a while to go through everything. Franklin is also there. Hi, Franklin. Thank you for joining. So let me say this before I forget. In Newmarket, we're trying to kind of skew things a little bit different to bring about some changes, some positive changes for young people. Um, how do you see yourself fitting into that whole movement of, you know, doing something different to bring about change? What do you think we can do? How do you think you can assist or contribute to this whole movement?
Um, Back in the day, we used to have police youth club.
Hmm.
I watched your program with Ava,
Right.
and she was a very good president then, and it brought the whole community together. And probably if we could get that going again,
Hmm.
probably unite us some more.
Hmm.
And I would love to be part of it. We have a lot of youngsters, males. They probably are not doing so well in school, and they need a little guidance, a little motivational speaks now and again, because probably they don't have that person pushing them. And probably we could have that, or we could have some form of mentorship
Right.
for for the youngsters.
Hmm. And what about you? You talk about mentorship. What about the teaching? Obviously, there needs to be some extra teaching somewhere in all of this for some of these young people. Um, how could you help out with that? How could you contribute in that respect?
Um, Probably if we have like there's a center there,
Uh-huh.
we could have homework.
After
We could
school.
have a homework after school program.
Mhm.
We have multiple teachers in the community. Um, I know for sure they'd probably give a helping hand. You know, even if it is in the summer,
Right.
they probably would give a 2 week or a week, and I'm sure they would be willing to help if we have something like that in place.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah. So after school can really bridge the gap for those students who are not doing that well in school. And you know, if teachers would commit but maybe just one evening per week to help out here or there or on a weekend, I'm sure it would go a far way with helping some of these kids to catch up with their work. You
Yeah, because what I find out in my class, reading is a major issue.
hmm
We have a lot of literacy. I know a couple literacy specialists in the community here.
Okay, you do.
Yes, so they could help.
Okay, nice. So you heard me talking to Ava. Well, but that was special need, but it's literally almost the same thing too, because that could be a special need, something that prevented you from learning to read at the time when you were supposed to. So those two things can really be combined. So when I spoke with Ava, I asked her to try to round up as many teachers as she could to start the discussion. Some of these teachers are overseas, some are there. To start the discussion on how we could do training both for local teachers and program, sets up some kind of program that we could help these people to get the assistance that they need. And then, we're talking about an actual reading center where people can go and learn to read and write from scratch if they're adults, as well as helping
Yeah,
young people who are struggling. So if you have a list of all those teachers and you yourself want to help out in that regard, you could work along with Ava in getting all the people together so that we could make that happen. What do you think about that?
it would be a good idea. I am willing to be a part of it.
Yeah, because we could talk and talk and talk around issues, but unless we set ourselves some deadlines and just do it, it's going to be talking around and talking around and talking around. We have buildings, we have classrooms. We're not short of physical locations. So all we need to, and we have people who can do it. So I hope that some of these people will volunteer their time to just come together and let's just do it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, but because of COVID, right, probably they'd be a little bit skeptic.
Yes, there can be, but we could do some things online to begin with, just the same way they teach their regular students online, and get it started. COVID is not going to be around forever, so we have to be prepared to do what we need to do in whatever manner they're teaching now. We could do it like that, and when they switch back to classroom, then we do that. As a matter of fact, didn't the prime minister say students with special needs and people who are doing exams are the people who can meet in person?
I did not hear the one about special needs, but the exam grades.
You think I dreamt that? Pretty sure I didn't dream it, but it is possible. But go back and check. But I said special needs and exam.
Okay.
I hope I didn't dream it up. Yeah, but there are lots of things and ideas that we are putting out, and obviously we're getting enough support to get some of these things started. And I am going to put you to the task with Ava to just start this. There was another young lady, Del Sue from Newmarket, from Happy Hall. That's when you go Beersheba and go around there. She was on my program at some stage, and she's a specialist in that area, and she was willing to help too. So if we could just connect everybody, and those who are watching who have some kind of specialty training for reading or whatever, just put it in the group so everybody know who you are and your willingness, and so we could just start coordinating. We don't have to wait on anybody. We have enough brain power here, right?
Okay.
With a man like you who can organize so well, and Ava and Delsu, who is doing so much. I just saw her today put out something. She was featured in some magazine. She's doing her own shoes brand from Italy and all of these big things. So much brain power come out of Newmarket. We can pool our resources and build a better community than what exists there, like it's half dead. We seriously
Okay.
can. We can build Newmarket in a place that would attract professionals to want to come there and live, because it's a progressive community. It's a violent-free community. It's a progressive community. So people want to come there and live there. And this will help the schools in the area too, who I understand are suffering because of low, very, very low numbers, because they don't have enough students. So building up the community will help all around. Jacqueline Spence says unity is strength. Of course it is. So let me ask you this. What advice would you give to these young people who are running wild and not doing what they're supposed to do to get where they want to go or need to go? What advice would you give to them?
It's not. I went to Louisville,
Mhm,
and Louisville is a school that is somewhat looked down on.
mhm.
So I'd say to them, it's not the school you go to, it's what you go there and do. Because I went to Louisville, and here I am today, successful.
Right?
My principal is a past student of Louisville.
Mhm. So I hope when we cycle through this program for about a year or so, and so many Louisville students come through here and Black River High School students come through here, people will change their perception about these schools. Is that one of the dreams that we could hold there, that we will make sure that people respect these schools because they are doing a good job? And they need to be recognized as such, not because they're younger schools, right?
Yeah, yes, indeed.
Okay. So you were saying not because you went there, then that doesn't mean that you can't achieve.
Indeed.
What others who just don't want to go to school, that just finish school and just staying home and not deciding to do a trade, not anything.
I'd say to them, think about where you want to be in life. What do you want to achieve? Do you see yourself on the corner begging, not knowing where next meal is going to come from? I'm sure you'd want that fancy house on the hill, that pretty car. Want to be successful, to be recognized by your peers and elders.
Okay, Annette, please mute your device. Yes, go ahead, Faffari.
That's it.
Okay, okay. Well, I really admire you and admire your strength and your journey and your everything, and the encouragement and inspiration that you're providing to the young people that you teach and the young people in the community. And I can just hope that you will continue to do so. You'll continue to be a beacon. You'll continue to shine. Um, are you preaching at church? Do you
Repeat?
yeah, do you preach at church?
No, I don't.
Okay, okay. All right. All right. But you're doing your part. You're leading, and that's good. and good leadership too. So we admire you, and I just want to let you know, as a community, we are very, very proud of you, and the sentiments that were echoed by almost everybody who wrote a comment for you today. It's basically that they're really, really proud of your accomplishment and where you are right now. So I want you to go and just just pat yourself on the shoulder, just stretch out tonight and just draw two bungie and say, I'm doing a good job, because sometimes we need to be told that we're doing a good job. Even though we feel that we are pushing ourselves, the community need to tell you that they recognize you, they see you, they see what you're doing, and they're happy with it, so that you're encouraged to do even more. And they didn't hold back tonight, this evening, in sharing those sentiments. So I hope you're really, really encouraged by it all. And I want to thank you for taking the time to come on here, for accepting the invitation so readily and coming to share about your life and your achievements with us. And we wish you all the best in your journey. And we hope to hear from you and Ava and whoever else you could draft into that committee very soon about what's going on. So you will be back on this program in short order, I think, to talk about what you have started to do in terms of getting this going. So God bless you. Thank you. And thank you for your family who are listening in or joined you. We appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. And thanks to the listeners and the people in Facebook. You guys are an army. I tell you, these people from Louisville and Happy Grove, they're strong. It's a whole army of them. All right, guys. Thank you very much. And that's all for me tonight. I'll see you back here tomorrow night. We're gonna have somebody on tomorrow night. So I'll post tomorrow who is gonna be on and what, and so you can join in again at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Thank you. Bye bye.